Okay, dear students, now we are back to our new session, Geography. In this session, we are going to study third chapter, the Earth's major water bodies. So, let us go to lesson number 3. Dear students, all of you take out the lesson number 3. So, let us see. Large parts of Earth's surface are covered by water bodies such as oceans, seas, rivers and lakes. As we know, 70% of Earth's surface is covered by water. And while ocean and seas have salt water, and some of these water are salty, and some other we can say so, rest fresh water. But the quantity of fresh water is very less. Look at the map of the world in figure number 3.1. Let us see, this is what figure number 3.1. What is it? You will notice the equator drawn through the middle. We can see equator. This is what equator. Okay, equator has drawn here in the middle. I think so. You have seen it. Then the equator is an imaginary. You know, first previous lessons we have learned that the equator is a imaginary line. Okay, that what it is? It is dividing the earth into two, first part and second half. Okay, first half, second half. This half, I mean first half is known as a land hemisphere because most of the continents are laying on this hemisphere. Okay, and what about another? This is known as water hemisphere because southern half there is a very less land area, land mass, and you will also notice that the great part of the land masses in the northern hemisphere, that is a part of the globe lying to the north of the equator. Therefore, this hemisphere is often called the land hemisphere. This hemisphere, I have said, the northern hemisphere is known as a land hemisphere because this part contains most of the continents. See, continent and half of this. Now listen. And these all are the things we can see. So, hemisphere is covered by oceans and seas. Therefore, this hemisphere is often called the water hemisphere. See here, complete bluish in color. So, most of these are covered by water body more, not land mass. But what about here? We can find most of the land masses. So, blue in color, very less area. And so downside part, this is known as a top part is known as a land hemisphere and the downside part is known as a water hemisphere. Now let us see oceans. The vast areas of water surrounds the land masses on the earth are called oceans. What we are? The vast areas of water surrounding the land masses on the earth are called oceans. Vast areas of water bodies are known as oceans, like that we can say. The four major oceans, now we can say how many oceans are there. One is a major, four are there: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean and Arctic Ocean. These are the four major oceans. Now we are going to study about these oceans. Together cover more than 90% of my total area under water. Okay, now let us see first Pacific Ocean. What about Pacific Ocean? Now comes the Pacific Ocean. This is the largest ocean of the world. Which one is the largest ocean? Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean in the world. And it is spread over almost 1/3 of the globe. How much width? It have 1/3 of the globe. And the greatest depth of Earth's surface, which is the Mariana Trench, lies under this ocean. Next one, Next important fact, Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench is the greatest water depth of the earth, that is under Pacific Ocean only. Okay. And now let us see the shape of Pacific Ocean is nearly circular. What about circular shape? Shape of the Pacific Ocean is circular. Then one side lie the Americas and the other Asia and Australia. Pacific Ocean's one side America, and coming downside southern side, then we can see Asia and Australia. In the north it is linked to Arctic Ocean. If we are going to northern side, then we will find Arctic Ocean. In the south, Pacific Ocean is widely open. Hence it merged into Atlantic and Indian Ocean. So southern side it is wide open, so it is joining with what it is Atlantic as well as Indian Oceans. So the boundary you might have come to know, America and Asia and Australia, two sides, east as well as western side we can say so. Then southern side, what it is northern side Arctic Ocean, and what southern side, this is joined with the ocean, what it is Atlantic as well as Indian Oceans. This is what the thing. First America, Asia and Australia, then coming to this northern side Arctic Ocean, and below Atlantic as well as Indian Oceans, and its shape is circular, and it is the largest one. And next one, Mariana Trench is under this ocean. So now let us go to what it is next ocean, that is what Atlantic Ocean. This is the second largest ocean of the world. Atlantic Ocean we can say so, this is the second largest ocean, but its area is half that of Pacific Ocean. So its area Pacific Ocean is the largest one, it's just half of Pacific Ocean. Then the shape of this ocean something like a S, but what about the Pacific Ocean? That is a circle. And now it's a north, it merges to the Arctic Ocean, we can say so, northern side Arctic Ocean, to the south up to Antarctica. It bounds on west by North America and South America, and on east by Europe and Africa. Okay, this is what it's in the coastline of Atlantic. The coastline of Atlantic Ocean is quite irregular and hence very long. Coast of Atlantic Ocean, it is not regular, it is irregular, but it is very long. Irregular coastlines has provide ideal location for ports and harbor. Since it is irregular, then what it is good for making ports and harbors. Okay, and thus Atlantic is the busiest ocean from the point of view of trade. That is why the Atlantic Ocean always busy with the trade route. Why? Because it's a irregular coastline is providing ideal location for ports and harbors. That is why it is good for water transport. Okay, and now dear students, read the lesson properly and understand it, and learn whatever I marked now, and from this lesson, and not only that last two lessons question answers I have already published, so you have to make a copy and learn by heart. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.